All right. We're back. The Critics Collective giving you another weekly top 5 numbers of the box office. Dad Panther, how you doing today, sir?
Doing all right. I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing well. This is actually one of the days I look forward to the most, seeing where all the movies fell after opening weekend and seeing who's hanging in there, who's hanging tough.
Tough.
So gonna do something a little different this time. I want to go ahead and show everybody where things fell last week before we start breaking down everything of this week. Mm-hmm. All right, so just to give everybody a little refresher, last week was week 42. This was your top 5 here. We had Smile at number 1, with Wild Robot number 2, Terrifier 3, Beetlejuice at 4, and We Live in Time at number 5. All right, just give everybody a little refresher, because I kind of realized, the way we jump week to week, people may not realize what was there, what shifted. There you go. So something I'm going to be doing for you guys. You're welcome. Also, I like to start off by trolling.
Oh no, what movie's getting a troll now?
I just wanted to point out again that the Joker is now not even in the top 10. It's fallen to number 12. It only made $584,000.
What's its total? It had to break even because I think the budget was 200 million, 205 or something like
that. You want the domestic? Because that's normally how they count it. You want the global? See, that's cheating in my opinion.
Okay, fine. Then you're the business guy. So then domestic is what they look for.
Studios only they count domestic as profit or loss. I mean, as win or success or not, and then the other stuff is the world total is just like icing on the cake. But how it does domestically determines if it's a success or not. I.e., the Incredible Hulk did great numbers worldwide, but it didn't do what they wanted it domestically, so they considered it a flop, and then they rebooted it and everything back to one that Eric Bana was in. So,
gotcha.
Yeah. All right. So it looks like the Joker overall has. I'm sorry.
So then it didn't make it. If the way you're looking at it,
it did make money, but it needed the international to get it. So it made 57.8 domestic, 143.5 million international.
Wow.
So 201 altogether.
It needed it bad though.
Right. Yeah. Much like another movie we're going to discuss today. But let me get back on track. All right. So. All right, let's get into these top 5. Let's talk about it. All right, let's go ahead and get ready to present. Number 5, hanging in there again with another 4.8 million is We Live in Time. So this is actually a shocker to me. I wasn't expecting that. I expected it to shift dramatically, but there's a lot of people out there that are keeping this thing alive. I love it. What do you think?
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you can't be scary for long. Fall is here. It's time to get a little warm, a little cozy. So I see Hallmark movies coming in and finding their place.
Yeah. Are you hiding from this movie? Because you kind of...
It looked like that, right?
He was like, I wanna say I like it. All right. So number 4 is actually something that I did not see coming. All right. Number 4 is The Conclave. This movie is, let me go ahead and read this. When Cardinal Lawrence is tasked with leading one of the world's most secretive and ancient events, selecting a new pope, he finds himself at the center of a conspiracy that can shake the very foundation of the Catholic Church.
This is interesting because in the news, they did a payout and a big payout for some situations that happened. So the timing of that is as if they got to get that money.
It's always just media in general just always seems to have some kind of insight on things. I'll just leave it at that. I
don't know what the budget is, but it sounds like it's 100 mil. Just saying.
All right, so number 3 at the box office, still hanging in there.
Let's go. And this movie, I think, was 75 million was the budget. I think it's probably cracked the 200 million mark. And so, bravo to them.
That's good. Let's see where it is, because I got to give you both. All right. So domestic, it has reached 111 million. International is 121 million. So 233 overall.
There we go.
Yeah, it's money. They're gonna count that for.
You see that, executives? You don't have to break a ridiculous amount of money. Just a good story, and let it slowly kind of trickle in, because the marketing hasn't been there like Joker. So.
Oh yeah, and it's hanging in there. It's been in theaters 5 weeks, and it's been in the top 3 all 5 weeks. So that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. All right, so number 2. I'm sure a lot of you guys saw this coming. Yeah, we got Smile. It dropped down 58%, made 9.5. Domestically, it was 40.8 overall. But that's to be expected. Normally, there's like a 40 to 50% drop off after opening weekend, unless you're Deadpool Wolverine or Beetlejuice. So now, yeah. So now, unfortunately, let's get into this. We recently just dropped a review on this, so please go check it out.
Wow
is correct, right? 51 million. I mean, it's this opening week. It's the same thing like when the Joker made 40 million. There, a lot of people are hoping that it's going to give them something, and now word of mouth should now make this.
It's going to rip them apart,
right? Which is so bad already that articles. I just got a notification before we started, an article trying to say that the international numbers are shutting up the haters. Like, no, because I know how these studios think. They need that domestic number to get them the money. The international stuff, they don't like to count. They like it to be the icing on the cake, the extra. And so domestically, we're here at 51 million, but international opening weekend was 124. So they're trying to act like, hey, we're out here doing it, but listen,
I think that's what they spent on. Isn't that the budget? What do they make? What do they do this for? Because I know Tom had his hand in this one as far as more than acting. Yeah.
Let's see.
This is supposed to be his goodbye to the Venom character.
120 million was the budget.
Okay. So they'll make it, but by international.
Yeah, international already cleared 124. So technically it's profitable, but that's if they're changing the way that they're approaching the business, which honestly they may have no choice. You got to count. Money is money. But I swear to you, there have been so many movies in the 90s and in the early 2000s that would clear 2 or 3 times what the budget was with the international money, but they would consider it a flop because it didn't make it domestically, and they would move on. So in my eyes, they should stick with that. Okay, stick with that. I hated this movie so much.
It's interesting if you look at the advertising. It's all the key words like the best movie ever, da da da, and I'm like, who said that? Like, I enjoyed it because I knew what I was watching from the other 2 movies. But again, without Spider-Man being in it, and they greenlight the 4th one, I don't know. But to each his own.
To each his own. I can't wait to see where it falls next week. But honestly, let's be honest. Based on what's coming out next week, it's kind of a bye week. So they don't really have an opponent. So it's probably still going to be number 1, unless because it is the week of Halloween. Smile 2 and Terrifier. A lot of people, just because it's the last week of October, go to the movies, and next week they jump up. But we'll see. But Venom doesn't really have any competition going into this week, so it might be number 1 again, even if it has a
Get that money. That money.
All right, so here is your week 43 top 5.
And if you're curious about Smile 2, check out the review we just did on Smile 2 to see if you should take a look at this in theater or wait for it to come home.
Yes, absolutely. Also, I do want to throw it out there for you guys. If you are enjoying our in-depth discussions about anything media, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the collective community. We actually got a lot of content from back when we were with another regime, and then we're creating new content. We want your comments. We want you to like, subscribe. It really helps the channel. And then we will keep churning out this content for you and getting it to you ASAP. All right, so those are your top 5s, and I'm actually sad that Venom was number 1, but it is what it is. You guys go.
Sad? I'm shocked. You're sad.
Yeah, I'm sad because I knew it was gonna happen, but whatever. It is what it is. Next week's gonna be interesting, to say the least. All right, so this is Critics Collective. We're giving you those top 5 weekly numbers in week number 43. We got the Dad Panther here. I'm Legacy Lingo, and we will see you on the next one.